Good morning, my beautiful Aries. I am here to give you a reading, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your reading, Aries, for the week ahead. Here we go. Aries energy, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are someone who has just recently joined us, you could be a cross-watcher, don't have to be an Aries, but I hope that you will communicate with us in the comments because I want to see your name and know who you are and how you're feeling and what your situation is. You know, all that energy is helpful when I'm trying to do a reading. All right, especially when it's general. You want to get your energy in there? You got to communicate with me. Thumbs up, give me a comment, show me an emoji. I want to know who you are, even if it's not your real name. All right, here we go, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for the week ahead, Aries? Thank you for all your beautiful, kind messages while I was away sick. Feeling a lot better these days. So thank you, thank you. 100 times gratitude. Thank you. Here we go. Woo! Yikes. Aries, your energy is coming so strong lately. And I mean, it's not like it never does, but I think there was a bit of a lull. I felt like you were feeling a little bit out of sorts lately. And confused, not really knowing what to, yeah, Charlie showing me you trying doors and bumping into things, stubbing your toe, that kind of thing. Like, I feel like it was sort of irritating for a little bit for you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Somebody's long-term relationship is over and they're going to communicate with another so they can drop the burdens because they've transformed. Aries, is that you? I think it is. You could have Scorpio in your chart, don't have to. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. But I feel like ultimately something has ended here. And there has been a transformation. It's been terrible. It was hard. The hardest thing you've ever done. And honestly, y'all, if you've not hit your first ascension yet, the first one is ugly. It's ugly, but it's really hard when you're a fixed sign, for sure. It is. The Scorpio is fixed energy, but we are looking at the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We are looking at the Eight of Wands. I really feel like somebody has had either an impact to their pentacles, lost their job, a marriage went down, a relationship is over, something has changed, like really changed. There's been a death of something. Something has ended. Yeah. And I don't feel like anybody has died. That's the thing. I feel like, the thing is though, is when you do lose a relationship or you do get out of a marriage, you do get a divorce, it does feel like death. You mourn it the same way. But I feel like somebody who was in a long-term relationship here, Aries, I think it's you. I think you're ready to communicate though. And I feel like you're wanting to communicate because you know that this is what's coming up and you want to make the best of it. Yeah. I feel like you need to drop some burdens with someone. And I feel like you've been hiding from them. That person's hiding their face. I feel like you've been hiding your face or you've been by yourself. This person is struggling carrying everything by themselves. Yeah. Charlie just said, and the opinions of others. Yeah. Also carrying the opinions of others, which can be very heavy. Yeah, not which the least of is the opinions of others. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Let's take a look. What else is going on here for Aries? Overwhelming emotions, and that will happen when the universe cracks you open, when something ends. It's overwhelming, right? No matter what that is that you've lost, whether it's finances or other. Oh, then you left. There's movement. So you didn't only have an implosion of something that was really abundant, maybe abundant financially. I feel like you also go. You decide it's time to go. I love this deck. It is something about a witch. Oh, the Modern Witch Tarot. That's what it is. I love this deck because it's different than others. Yeah. You had to move away from the chaos. It was chaotic where you were, and that's where you were forced to transform because it was chaotic where you were. Okay, you are carrying the burdens of the lies. You're carrying the burdens of things that you didn't say. I love this card, the Seven of Swords, because if you look at it, This person has got, first of all, 3 swords over the left shoulder. And that indicates heartbreak, right? 3 of swords in the heart, right? You guys know the card if you've been here for any length of time. She's got 2 swords over the right shoulder, which tells me that she wants to make a decision because she no longer has 2 swords crossing her chest, although 3 are crossing her heart. And the 2 in the ground, when they're facing down to me, that's a decision. I think she's leaving behind the decision to carry these burdens. Yeah. I say she because there's a feminine on the picture, but, it could be feminine or masculine. Y'all, we're here not reading meat suits, right? We are reading energies, right? Masculine and feminine energies. So yeah, something came to an end. I feel like it was overwhelming. You didn't really know what to do next. And so your first order of business, Aries, is to just move away from the chaos. Find another place to live. I feel as though you want to communicate this with someone. I think you also want to come clean with someone because I feel like you've been carrying the burden of carrying these burdens around of things that you haven't said. And for some of you, it could be you've been lied to. An Aries could have lied to you, or Aries, you could have been lied to. But I feel like this person is trying to move away from that energy, not wanting the broken heart, wanting to make a decision now, and a decision about moving forward. Knight of Wands. Whew, 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 whew. It's heavy energy, man. Holy. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles. It's the reciprocity. It's being generous and kind, but grounded. Knowing your limits, knowing what to give and when to give. It's reading the room, right? Yeah, you're not going to walk up to someone who looks wealthy and ask them if they need charity, right? It's like reading the room. Yeah. I feel as though that whatever went on here, it was the death card here in the overwhelm. I think it was a marriage or a relationship. Like I said, a long-term relationship. We've got the 4 of Wands. But I feel as though that someone has learned their lessons from being in a chaotic relationship and is now ready to give reciprocity. I feel like somebody is in fire energy, which of course is you, Aries. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. But I feel as though the Knight of Wands is kind of charging in because you have something to say. And I think what you have to say is, whatever is, we'll clarify that 7 of Swords, but whatever has been hiding, whatever you've been hiding or not been saying. And I feel like you've been holding on to this hope that when you charge in, you're going to get reciprocity. Wow. And you've got an offer. I feel like you're giving the offer. I feel like you've been waiting a long time to give the offer because we've got 6 and 1 is 7, right? I feel like you've been waiting a long while, that a long time has passed. I feel like for some of you, you have leveled up to your king energy and now you are running your own kingdom. So you might be someone who's in the upper echelons of a corporate business or someone who owns a business, but you're making decisions that affect people. Yeah, people that might make less financially than you, or people who are in the same district or same country or same city. I feel as though the reason that you're charging in, I feel, is now that you're this King of Wands and you feel like you must take charge of the situation. You must move forward. You have to take the action. And that's what the King of Wands is about, right? Taking action. But also, this king doesn't get to be a king until they go through all the lessons, the hard lessons. Because the King of Wands is forged through fire. And has become, what happens when you heat up steel and you beat it and beat it and beat it, right? You get it beat into you, right? You become harder and harder. And I feel like that's what's happened here, that somebody who, I'm not saying you were soft to start with, but I'm saying that you've learned a lot of things that you're forged through fire here. I feel like there is going to be some sort of reunion here. You're holding on to this hope of this reunion here. We've got the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on really tight to it. But because there's been lies and deceit and burdens that have been created here, I don't know that you're feeling like it will work out. This King of Wands is looking directly at this pentacle here. So I feel like, Aries, you have an offer for someone who's always shown you reciprocity. Someone that you haven't maybe spoken to in a while, because we have waiting. We have the Seven of Pentacles. 6 and 1 is 7. Someone that you see as family or balanced. Someone who balances you. Wow. Just like that then, hey? Holy smokes, y'all. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. The opportunity is about love and passion. And I feel like it's about love and passion because I think, dear King, that in the past you passed up a cup, because we got 3 and 1 is 4. You passed up the biggest cup of them all. And I think that this is a realization that you have left something in the distance, but you're hoping against all hope that this person is ready to receive the cup that you're about to give them. Now you understand. Now there's the turnabout in your mindset. Now you understand what they were trying to offer you. Now you understand the passion in which they were trying to give this cup with. Yeah, and be reminded that fire and water is temperance. All they wanted with you was balance. And I think now that you have leveled up, you've gone through the lessons, and you've received the lessons. That's important. You can have all kinds of lessons, y'all, but if you don't receive them, I've got 3 wands. Been waiting. Toes off the edge, waiting, right? There we go. It always is that, right? It always turns out to be Aries chasing Taurus, Taurus chasing Aries, whatever it is. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because we're in a general reading here. The Queen of Pentacles is the one who has stability. She is stable. She's financially stable. She is charitable. She's beautiful. Look at her, right? She's taking care of self. She's practicing self-care. She's balanced. She is growth. She grows things. She is charitable with time, money. She's the multitasking queen. She will do it all. And I think you've realized her worth finally. Because you've been in hiding, I think, Aries. You've been in hiding for a little while. And you have been thinking about things, possibly watching someone, because this person here is either opening or closing that laptop, you decide. And I think somebody is now in the High Priestess energy. I feel like you're finally connected to your gut, connected to your intuition. And I feel like it was always there for you to grasp, but you know, sometimes we can't see those things. I want to know about this Death card here. Tell me about the Death card, please. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight. Always gets there. Yep, slow. You've still got that offer in your hands, and you had to end something before you could move along. But it's time to bring out the good news. It's time for a path and passion and balance. Yeah, it's time for the fun, flirty, let's go on a trip, let's do silly things. Yeah, it's time to get some balance. It's time to get your justice. I feel like you ended something because you knew that it wasn't good for you. And in your transformation, you realized, yeah, I don't have to be this overwhelmed. I just need to go and get what I want to get. Tell me about the 8 of Wands, please. After healing, you realize that there is passion. Wow, passion on steroids. There's passion and growth here. There's a growing passion. I feel that that's what's going to come up in the communication. And I feel like the communication is going to come from you, Aries. I mean, we're in a general reading, it could flip-flop, but it feels like Aries is going to communicate with somebody who they've healed with or from. And I feel like there is passion that's beginning brand new here. And I feel as though the universe is saying it's a go. It's a go. And I feel as though, yeah, they're going to tell you that they've left the situation, that they're no longer living in the chaos that they were living in. I also feel like there's going to be some deceit or lies, stuff that was unsaid. Yeah, when you decided you weren't going to accept their cup at all. I feel like you're going towards the cup now. That's what you're doing. We've got the Six of Swords here. Movement towards the cups, taking the lessons that you've learned under the sun. You're moving towards that cup. You see it now. You see it because, yeah, you're paying attention. That's why. And I've always said, y'all, life is much more fun when you live it intentionally. You broke this person's heart. It's time to say sorry. Yep. That's it, Aries. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for coming here and clicking here. If you are looking for a private reading, please go down below in the description. You will see the link that is right beside the yellow dot. That's all it is. You can go there and book with me on Wizio. I only got 3 spots available right now, y'all. I'm going to go for now. Love y'all. Bye-bye.